On our planet, there are still many magnificent natural wonders that have not been fully discovered. From snow-capped mountains to vast deserts, nature always creates scenes that amaze people. There are places so beautiful that we wonder if they are real or just a dream drawn by the hand of nature. Without needing to paint, nature always knows how to express its beauty with majesty, pristine and full of surprises. Every dense forest, deep canyon, or mysterious lake contains stories that are millions of years old. This journey is an invitation to those who long to step out of the familiar world, to feel the true magic of the earth. Painted Hills is a geologic area with clearly layered hills in red, yellow, black and brown, formed by millions of years of sediment buildup. Each color reflects different mineral content, with red from iron oxide, yellow from volcanic ash, and black from long decomposed organic matter. The soil colors shift slightly with sunlight and moisture, making the hills appear to change throughout the day. The area also preserves fossils of ancient plants and mammals, offering evidence of ecosystems from over 30 million years ago. A unique phenomenon occurs when angled light in the morning or evening makes the colored bands more vivid. After rain, the ground darkens, and sediment lines become more distinct, creating a completely different visual impression than on dry days. Sotra Island has a very unique ecosystem with hundreds of plant and animal species that do not exist anywhere else in the world. The dragon's blood tree is the most iconic, with a straight trunk, umbrella-shaped crown, and red sap, commonly found on the island's rocky surface. The climate here is dry year-round, yet many succulent plants survive long periods without regular watering. Local people still maintain their own language and traditional use of forest herbs for medicine. Many old legends tell that the island was once home to alchemists who used tree resin to make potions and conduct rituals. Elements like the arid terrain, unusual vegetation, and surrounding blue sea create sharp contrasts across the island's landscape. Pamukkale is a unique geological site in Turkey, with white limestone terraces formed by calcium-rich mineral water flowing for thousands of years. Shallow pools lie along the terraces with curved edges, creating a natural, layered system without human construction. Since Roman times, the area has been used as a spa and healing site based on beliefs in the benefits of the mineral water. Today, local people mainly earn income from tourism and small-scale farming, using the mineral water for irrigation and visitor services. Wildlife here includes small birds, insects, and salt-tolerant plants that have adapted to the mineral-rich limestone terrain. Visitors often walk barefoot on the terraces, soak their feet in the warm water, and watch light reflect off the white surface during early morning or late afternoon. Shoshoni Falls is one of the tallest and most prominent waterfalls in the western United States, with water plunging from a height of about 215 feet. Some secondary streams can split off from the main flow during volume shifts, creating an unstable dual waterfall effect. The base contains rock fissures up to 30 feet deep that have caused suction strong enough to sink survey equipment. Several bowl-shaped pits have formed beneath the falls, carved symmetrically by rotating currents into nearly perfect geometric depressions. Fallen slabs from the cliff face often show clean horizontal splits, as if sliced by the pressure of falling water. On the cliff face, many rocks still show dual-layer structure, outer shells heavily eroded, while their inner cores remain intact inside deep cracks. Ippy Falls was formed by ancient volcanic activity and long-term erosion, creating a waterfall about 328 feet high, falling over steep rock layers. The area is surrounded by green highlands, cool air, and rolling hills, offering a wild and lively natural beauty. In the dry season, the water becomes clear and reflects the bright sunlight like a glowing curtain in the forest. It is one of the highest waterfalls in East Africa and a perfect spot for outdoor adventures like hiking and waterfall jumping. A local legend says if a pure-hearted person looks into the water at sunrise, they will see an ancestor guiding their future. This place is not only a natural wonder, but also a cultural symbol, once serving as a key stop for old trading routes. Lake Survaksvatn creates a unique optical illusion where, from high viewpoints, the lake appears to float hundreds of feet above the ocean. In reality, the lake sits only a few dozen feet above sea level, but steep cliffs and viewing angles create a rare natural illusion. There are no permanent structures nearby, only stone paths and small signs to preserve the natural landscape. Historically, the lake served as a water source and a natural reference point for coastal residents. Locals mainly rely on fishing and sheep farming, maintaining a simple lifestyle adapted to steep terrain and harsh weather. The area supports seabirds, rock-growing plants, and freshwater fish suited to cold, windy conditions. The most common experience is hiking to high ground to view the lake and witness the floating effect with your own eyes. Sausly is a desert area known for tall red sand dunes stretching for miles, creating a unique and vast natural landscape. The dunes have soft shapes that constantly change under strong winds, giving the area a surreal and ever-changing appearance. At sunrise and sunset, sunlight shines on the dunes, creating bright colors and highlighting the sand patterns. Between the red dunes are hard, flat areas called vlais, where water collects after rare rains, creating a clear contrast between dryness and life. This land has a long history connected to indigenous communities that adapted to harsh conditions over centuries. A special natural phenomenon of Sausly is the constant change of sand shapes caused by wind, producing diverse forms that keep the landscape fresh and attractive. Antelope Canyon is a narrow canyon formed from red sandstone eroded by flash floods and wind over millions of years, creating smooth, curving rock walls. Colors inside shift with sunlight, especially when beams of light pass through gaps, producing unique visual effects. The space narrows in some sections to allow only one person through, with simple stairways installed for safe access. This area holds spiritual meaning for the local Navajo people, who serve as guides and maintain nature-based ceremonies. Locals work in tourism and cultural preservation, following a lifestyle that honors the land and their ancestors. The region's ecosystem includes lizards, birds of prey, and drought-tolerant shrubs growing along the canyon walls. Uluru is a solid sandstone monolith that stands out in an arid region, with its red color shifting clearly depending on the light throughout the day. Its surface features deep grooves, cracks, and natural cavities shaped by wind and water erosion over time, with no artificial structures added. The rock holds spiritual significance for the Anangu people and is tied to ancient legends, rock carvings, and rituals passed down through generations. Local indigenous communities continue their traditional lifestyle and guide educational tours to share cultural knowledge with visitors. Visitors often walk around the base of the rock to observe cliff patterns, natural markings, and the vast scale of the sandstone in the desert landscape. Mount Kilimanjaro is the tallest mountain in Africa, with a snow-covered summit year-round, despite being near the equator and surrounded by dry, tropical climate. During the climb, visitors experience drastic climate changes, from humid rainforests to icy alpine zones in just a few days. Many local people believe the summit is sacred and tell stories of spirits and travelers getting lost in the clouds without permission. The scenery shows strong contrasts between the green forest base, grey rocky slopes, and white snowcap, creating striking visual layers. A unique feature is that snow remains at the summit year-round in a hot region, although it is shrinking due to climate change. The glaciers, rock towers, and slopes form a majestic view from afar, making Kilimanjaro an ideal destination for nature lovers and explorers. Mount St Helens has a clearly asymmetrical shape because over 1,300 feet of its summit collapsed within minutes during the 1980 eruption. The current crater is a basin about 1 mile wide, formed by the sudden collapse of the northern slope. Inside this basin, new lava domes have gradually risen over the years through internal accumulation. Some lava flows in this area moved faster than 100 miles per hour, powerful enough to destroy entire forests. Pumice from the eruption can float on water for weeks because it holds many trapped air pockets from rapid cooling. The flattened zone became a barren land of scorched and fractured terrain where vegetation did not return for years. Devil's Tower is a natural rock formation rising about 880 feet, featuring hexagonal basalt columns standing vertically from base to top. This structure formed from slowly cooled underground lava millions of years ago and is one of the rare geological examples on Earth. The site is sacred to native communities, where traditional ceremonies are still held and legends about spirits are shared. Surrounding the tower is a diverse ecosystem with deer, ground squirrels, hawks, and temperate pine forests. Visitors can walk around the tower's base to view the columns from different angles or join guided climbing tours. Ruby Beach features sea stacks offshore that were once part of a mountain slope, separated by erosion and landslides over 100,000 years. Some rock surfaces display fan-shaped cuts formed by seawater continuously scouring from diagonal directions. Along the shoreline are narrow grooves up to 10 feet deep, created when flow removed soft layers between harder rock bands. Certain basalt rocks show pitted surfaces like honeycomb, caused by chemical reactions between minerals and salty water. Ancient sediment layers here show reverse faulting, with older layers pushed above younger ones against normal geologic order. Under the pebble layer, reddish-brown mineral grains from garnet rock can be found, which inspired the name Ruby Beach. Tongerro National Park features volcanic terrain with active mountains, emerald crater lakes, and plateaus covered in ancient lava flows. The landscape changes by elevation, from dense forest at lower slopes to barren rock near the peaks, showing distinct layers of vegetation and life conditions. Some visitor shelters and rest stations are designed to withstand volcanic gases with proper ventilation and corrosion-resistant materials. This area is considered sacred by the Maori, linked to ancient legends and traditional ceremonies that honor the mountains. Hiking across the park allows visitors to see old lava flows, crater lakes, and changing scenery at different altitudes. Chobe National Park is one of the most famous national parks in Africa, located in northern Botswana, and home to one of the world's largest wild elephant populations. The park stands out for its high biodiversity, rich ecosystems, and vast, untouched wilderness. Chobe's landscape includes grasslands, thick forests, wetlands, and harsh, dry areas, creating perfect habitats for hundreds of animal species. What makes Chobe special is the sight of thousands of elephants moving in large herds, sometimes with hundreds together, walking along rivers or across plains. The sunset light in Chobe is considered one of Africa's most stunning photo moments, when everything turns bright golden. This is not only a perfect place for wildlife lovers, but also a destination that shows a deep connection between raw nature and ancient life. Seamian Mountains National Park was formed by volcanic activity 40 million years ago, with steep rock formations and deep valleys shaped by erosion. This place holds wild beauty with cloud-touching peaks, clear skies, and massive rock walls cut sharply by time and weather. It is the only place where gelada monkeys live, with lion-like manes and highly social behaviors in large groups. The rare Walia ibex is also found only on high cliffs here and is now facing serious danger of extinction. Some hikers have said they heard faint whispering sounds coming from narrow rock cracks during the quiet nighttime. This park is also a historical site showing traces of ancient people and Ethiopian kingdoms lasting through many centuries. Rialto Beach features dark coastal rocks and sea stacks that were once connected to land but now stand alone after erosion left only solid stone cores. Beneath the black pebbles lies an ancient rock layer containing marine fossils over 20 million years old, visible during very low tides. Some geologic layers are compressed and tilted nearly vertical, forming steep cliffs with visibly warped sediment lines. Coastal rocks often crack into zigzag or arc shapes due to tectonic pressure rather than wave impact. Sawtooth-shaped underwater rocks near the shore split incoming waves in multiple directions, forming small whirlpools at the water's edge. Skeleton Coast is a coastline over 310 miles long in northwest Namibia, known for its many shipwrecks and animal bones scattered on the beach. Ships from the 15th century are still visible today, showing how dangerous this area has been for navigation. Thick fog happens almost every day because of the cold Benguela Ocean current, causing ships to lose direction and crash. This is one of the few places on Earth with no steady source of fresh water, and many shipwreck survivors died from thirst. The sand dunes here can make strange sounds when strong winds blow, a natural effect called singing sand. Some airplane wrecks from World War II are still well preserved because the dry air keeps them from breaking down. San Juan Islands is a group of hundreds of islands with granite terrain, small bays, sandy shores, and coastal pine forests. This area is known for orca whale sightings near shore, especially during the annual salmon migration season. In addition to whales, it is home to seals, sea lions, and bald eagles, forming a rich marine ecosystem. In the 19th century, the islands were the center of a territorial dispute between Britain and America during the Pig War, a conflict with no casualties but historic value. Phenomena such as salmon leaping through fast-moving streams and daily sea level shifts create unique biological scenes. These features make San Juan Islands a rare place to observe the interaction between geology, marine wildlife, and history. Puget Sound is a system of narrow inlets and deep channels formed by glaciers stretching for hundreds of miles in a complex water network. This area is known for its mix of saltwater and freshwater, creating an ideal habitat for salmon, sea lions, orcas, and migratory birds. The deep seabed and strong tidal currents support a dynamic ecosystem and allow for nighttime bioluminescence caused by glowing microorganisms. Every year, salmon migrate from the ocean into rivers to spawn, a process closely observed by scientists and visitors. Historically, this region was home to indigenous communities who built wooden canoes and used the waterways for travel before it became a maritime center. Daily tidal shifts reshape the shoreline, offering rare natural patterns for those interested in science and geology. Great Blue Hole is a perfectly round sinkhole in the ocean, with a diameter of about 1,000 feet and a depth of more than 400 feet. This massive formation was created during the last ice age, when sea levels were lower and limestone caves slowly became flooded. Large stalactites at the bottom are physical evidence of climate history from tens of thousands of years ago. It is one of the few places on Earth that clearly reveals changes in sea levels across centuries. Several explorations using unmanned submarines discovered an oxygen-free layer of mud, where life is nearly impossible. This sinkhole is not only a rare natural wonder, but also a symbol of what humanity has yet to uncover beneath the deep ocean. Sistema Sak Aktun is the longest underwater cave system ever discovered on Earth, stretching over 230 miles and holding both natural and archaeological wonders. Some pathways inside are as narrow as a vent, forcing divers to crawl through in total darkness where no light can reach. Its complex limestone structure reflects light and creates illusions that cause temporary disorientation for many people. Water temperature stays around 77 degrees F all year, helping preserve remains over 13,000 years old, including ancient human skulls. Dos Ojos Cenote is one of the most spectacular underwater cave systems in the world, known for two large sinkholes that look like deep blue eyes. It is part of a karst cave system formed millions of years ago as rainwater dissolved limestone. Over 50 miles have been explored, attracting explorers and professional divers from all over the world. Light shines through the clear blue water and reflects off cave ceilings, creating a surreal scene like an underwater world. Many aquatic creatures here have evolved to survive in dark, low-oxygen conditions, offering rare insights into biological adaptation.